The Dark Knight came out in 2008. Over $1 billion. 2 Academy Awards. Widely considered the greatest superhero film ever made. And one of the greatest films ever made, full stop. 18 years later, people are still finding things inside it they missed. There is one detail in this film, hiding in plain sight, built into the screenplay by Nolan himself, that most people watched a dozen times without noticing. And once you see it, it completely reframes who the real villain of The Dark Knight actually is. Here's the thesis. Batman created the Joker. Not metaphorically, not as a vague idea. Christopher Nolan and his co-writer David Goyer built this into the DNA of the film deliberately. The idea that Batman's emergence as an extraordinary force in Gotham didn't reduce crime, it escalated it. And that escalation produced the Joker. The most dangerous villain in cinema history was Batman's fault. And Nolan proved it in 3 specific ways. Go back to the final scene of Batman Begins, the film before The Dark Knight. Gordon hands Batman a playing card, the Joker card, and he says, "We start carrying semi-automatics, they buy automatics. We start wearing Kevlar, they buy armor-piercing rounds." And that's what happens. Escalation. He was describing exactly what Batman had set in motion. Not a warning about the future, a diagnosis of a problem that already existed. Batman's presence had already changed the criminal ecosystem of Gotham, and the Joker was the ecosystem's response. Nolan didn't just connect these 2 films. He told you in the first film exactly how the second one would work. The Joker isn't a random event, he's an inevitable consequence. The second revelation is hiding in the interrogation scene. Batman has the Joker in custody, beating him trying to find Harvey and Rachel. And the Joker says, completely calmly, "I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? You complete me." Most people read that as a villain being theatrical, but it's a confession. The Joker is telling Batman directly, "You are the reason I exist. Without you, there is no me." He isn't Batman's opposite. He is Batman's creation. The Joker needs Batman to give his chaos meaning, and Batman needs the Joker to justify everything he does. They are not enemies. They are 2 halves of the same broken system. The third revelation is the one nobody talks about. Harvey Dent falls and becomes Two-Face. Everyone reads that as the Joker's victory. The Joker corrupted the incorruptible man. But look at what actually happens. Harvey falls because Rachel dies. Rachel dies because Batman chose to save Harvey instead of her. Batman made that choice, not the Joker. The Joker didn't corrupt Harvey Dent. Batman's war, the escalation he caused, put Rachel in that building. The Joker just lit the match. Batman built the fire, and Harvey Dent burned in it. When you operate outside the law, even for good reasons, the consequences fall on innocent people. Always. Here's what The Dark Knight is really about. It isn't a hero defeating a villain. It's a man who tried to do good and created something worse than anything Gotham had ever seen because of how he chose to do it. The Joker loses at the end of the film. The passengers don't detonate each other. Batman stops him. But the Joker wins the war. Harvey Dent is dead. Batman is a wanted criminal. Gotham's faith in legitimate justice is broken. And the man who caused all of it rides away in the dark, hunted by the city he tried to save. Nolan's question, the one hiding in every frame of this film, is the most uncomfortable question in superhero cinema. What if the best thing Batman could have done for Gotham was never become Batman at all? Do you think Batman created the Joker? Or do you think Gotham was always going to produce someone like him, with or without Batman? That debate has been going for 18 years, and I don't think it's been settled. Drop your take in the comments. If you love deep dives into the films that changed cinema, Subscribe and hit the bell. New case files every week. And if you haven't seen our breakdown of what James Gunn is really building with the DCU's Batman, that video is in the end screen right now. It connects directly to everything we just talked about.